We just tried a vegan Thai takeover hidden inside a Mexican restaurant. Let's go. But first, let's back up a bit. Madre is a vegan Mexican restaurant in the middle of Amsterdam's Jordan that Steph and I have previously reviewed. It's a fantastic place, super beautiful interior, and really, really good for Mexican vegan food. Today, lava is one of my favorite things to order from Thai restaurants. The issue is it's very expensive and you get fuck all. We also got fuck all at this tasting menu. Is a kitchen takeover, and then finally dessert, where the walls came crashing down and everyone working there's minds fell out of their heads and wriggled along the floor. From the masters at Bang Bang 187, an Instagram only restaurant who does pop-ups, location takeovers, and focuses on Thai food. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to go check out their Thai food. It's a tasting menu and we are going to get it, tell it, review it, whatever. We are still outside because they were playing non-royalty free music at an obscenely loud volume. So here we are reviewing the food in a park after we've eaten it. We might cut to Steph every now and then and listen to her squeak through her review.
I'm leaving this off its own because you don't want to listen to this whole video.
But for now, it's me, the big dog, running the show. First dish was a pumpkin curry, which tasted a lot like a Penang, which was also served with a roti, which is sort of a Malaysian bread, which was crispy, tender, chewy, went excellently with the Penang curry. There were small bowls of rice that we saw on the way out, which I think should have gone with the rice, which we weren't served. So a bit of a miss there from the staff, but all round that was a fantastic dish.
The curry was really, really good.
Next dish was the Yam Citrus, which was a citrus salad, which was super fresh, super fragrant, and very sweet. So there was obviously a bit of sugar mixed through that sauce, that dressing, and it was all put on top of a nice rice cracker, this sort of crispy rice cracker, which offset that sweetness and that bitterness. Another really strong start to the tasting. Both the curry and the Yam Citrus were very spicy, really nice level of heat there. Really warmed you up on this freezing, miserable Amsterdam day. This is where shit started to go a bit pear-shaped. The next dish was the sticky mushrooms, which were fantastic. Super wet, savory sauce. Again, full of sugar, but offset with a sort of a savory, umami flavor. However, they served one dish and we said, hang on, there's two people doing this tasting menu. The guy sort of stuttered, faltered, and then went back and brought another half plate of mushrooms back. So we're not too sure whether they forgot that we were both doing the menu or they just thought we really liked mushrooms. In any case, another fantastic meal, probably a bit rich for one person. It would have been nice with some rice or something to offset that intense sweetness.
I'm half mushroom.
Next came out the larb, which was done with jackfruit. Larb is one of my favorite things to order from Thai restaurants. The issue is it's very expensive and you get fuck all. We also got fuck all at this tasting menu, but it was offset by the fact that it was very creative and very unique. The problem was that the first three dishes, we got our own plate. The next two dishes, we didn't get our own plate and they didn't explain anything. So it was a bit confusing about whether we were supposed to share this or we'd just been forgotten again. That aside, really like the larb. And again, a bit of heat. It was served cold, which is a bit unusual, and it was really, really nice. There was the peanuts, lime, basil, coriander. It was a very sweet, savory dish once again. The texture of that jackfruit was a bit crunchy, a bit soft, and not overly processed like jackfruit can be. Good dish, and really, really liked that one. This was also served with 2 eggplant dishes and a rice crisp, I think is what they described it as. To be honest, the weakest of the entire lunch, and wouldn't recommend those 2 dishes unless you're a massive fan of eggplant cooked over direct flames and the skin peeled off and mashed. And then finally dessert, where the walls came crashing down and everyone working there's minds fell out of their heads and wriggled along the floor. Steph's dessert was brought out and he said, yours will be here momentarily, sir. So sir waited and waited and waited with his finger up his ass, waiting for dessert. It arrived after 15 minutes and 2 reminders later, and enough time for me to drink a beer. They dropped the ball. Dessert was good, it was nice, it was a coconut cream on top of, how would I describe it? Sort of like banana bread is probably the closest sort of texture-wise and taste. So coconut ice cream with coconut desiccated and roasted coconut. It was all right. It really sort of just topped off what was overall a lovely lunch.
For me, the highlight was the lard dish. I think it's super unique to have that as a vegan option made with jackfruit. Like Tom mentioned, even cold, but it was amazing. I think I'll never forget that ever again. I'd be keen to try different variations on that as well. Overall, I'm super happy that I took Tom out on this rainy day to such a unique event as this Thai vegan pop-up tasting. I had a great time.
That was our tasting menu at Madre, care of Bang Bang 186. Let us know down below what looked the best to you. Would you go back there despite them forgetting every single thing that's ever happened in the past 35 minutes of their life? I think if they could fix those kinks, it'll be one hell of a force to be reckoned with. I would strongly recommend taking your friends there and testing it out. See you next time. Love you all. Bye.